I've never been a patient person my entire life, so this has definitely tested me a little bit.
Picture this. Gainbridge Fieldhouse bathed in neon, scalpers waving last-minute tickets, fans wrapped in gold number 22 jerseys, and the hardwood still humming from pregame shoot-around. The countdown clock reads 90 minutes to tip-off when a single push notification detonates across social media. Breaking, Caitlin Clark out versus Sparks. In an instant, the roar turns to gasps, group chats explode, and the hottest ticket of the WNBA summer suddenly flips its script. Tonight's clash was supposed to showcase the league's brightest young superstar dueling LA's veteran backcourt. Instead, it's become a real-time case study in how one player's body can sway an entire sport. Buckle up! We're unpacking how a nagging pain discovered late last night snowballed into headline news, what it means for Indy's playoff hopes, and why the next 48 hours could reshape the Fever's season and the WNBA's ratings war before our eyes. According to head coach Stephanie White, alarms first sounded after Wednesday's light practice. Clark felt a tug in her left groin during a routine off-ball cut, reported it to trainers, and was immediately whisked for an MRI at a downtown Indianapolis clinic. Results dropped just before midnight, revealing a low-grade strain. By dawn, the Fever's medical staff had ruled her day-to-day. By lunchtime, they upgraded the caution tape, officially listing her out for tonight's marquee matchup. The announcement short-circuited Ticketmaster feeds and unleashed a wave of will she, won't she, speculation that ricocheted from ESPN's Bottom Line to TikTok's For You page. White's pre-shoot-around presser was standing room only. She stressed that the staff is erring on the side of long-term health and refusing to chase a headline victory at the cost of Clark's legs. This isn't Clark's first detour through the trainer's room. Just 3 weeks ago, she battled back from a left quad strain that benched her for 5 games. When she returned on June 14th, she torched New York for 32 points, only to see her trademark 3-ball go frigid, 1 for 23 over the next trio of contests. Fans feared lingering compensation issues. Groin tightness can creep in when the quad overactivates, and performance coach Fritz Weber notes that the kinetic chain rarely lets you cheat twice. In other words, protect the quad, and the groin raises its hand. The Fever insists tonight's injury isn't connected to the earlier strain, but Sports Science Twitter is already deep-diving gait analysis clips from Tuesday's practice looking for micro-limps. Conspiracy or coincidence, the data tell one truth. Clark's body has logged a lifetime of torque in the last 24 months, NCAA scoring records, Olympic qualifiers, and a coast-to-coast WNBA media blitz, and the bill is coming due. Statistically, Indiana is losing 18.2 points, 8.9 assists, 5.6 rebounds, and the gravitational pull that bends an entire defense. With Clark on the floor, their offensive rating sits at 104.5. Without her, it plunges below 97, bottom 3 territory. Secondary playmakers Celeste Taylor and veteran Erica Wheeler will share lead guard duties, but neither commands hedge traps 30 feet from the hoop. Expect LA to pack the paint, daring Indiana's wings to shoot over a sagging shell. The Fever's margin for error was already razor thin. They entered the night clinging to the 7th seed at 8-8, only a half game up on Phoenix. One misstep could tumble them into the lottery and hand Chicago control of their first-round pick via last year's Julie Alamon trade. The front office knows it, the players know it, and the camera will know it, zooming tight on every defensive switch as fans scour body language for signs of panic or poise. Opportunity, though, is the flip side of crisis. White called tonight a laboratory for our depth. Rookie Celeste Taylor, who logged 11 DNPs to start the year, now inherits Clark's 34 minutes. Her scouting report: bulldog on-ball defender, twitch-quick first step, but a shaky pull-up game beyond 18 feet. Indiana will likely simplify sets, stagger screens for all-star forward Aaliyah Boston, pistol action handoffs with Christy Wallace, and high-low looks that test LA's rim rotation. Across the aisle, Sparks coach Curt Miller is licking his chops. LA ranks top 3 in points off turnovers. Without Clark's floor vision, the Fever have coughed up the ball at a league-worst 19% turnover rate. Translation: expect traps, full-court pressure, and Showtime-era leakouts if Indy gets sloppy. The chess match may not sell jerseys the way a Clark Deep Logo 3 does, but for hoop heads, it's pure catnip. Beyond X's and O's lies the dollar sign drama. StubHub reported a 21% dip in resale prices within 2 hours of Clark's scratch, while local bars scrambled to reword promotional flyers from Kate Watch to Court Watch. Analysts estimate Clark alone adds 250,000 incremental viewers to national telecasts. ESPN2's primetime slot could take a ratings hit, jeopardizing bonus clauses tied to viewership thresholds. Yet the WNBA's macro story still wins. Adversity begets intrigue. Much like the NBA's "Where is Steph Curry?" Nights created mythology around the Splash Brothers' absence. Clark sitting courtside in street clothes turns every camera pan into an emotion meter, and every post-game update into a news cycle. Sponsors love narrative, even the gloomy kind, as long as eyeballs stay glued. Teammates rallied fast. Aaliyah Boston told reporters, "We've got her back, literally and figuratively. She'll heal and we'll hold the fort." Veterans like Kelsey Mitchell preempted the doubters. "We're not the Caitlin Clark fever, we're the Indiana fever." Social media sang a different tune. Hashtags da pray for CC and da load manage. Her were top 10 on X by mid-afternoon. Rival fans sniped that Clark's aggressive schedule, commercial shoots, podcast guest spots, USA basketball minicamp made this inevitable. Fever PR countered by releasing a highlight reel of Clark signing autographs from a training table chair, reminding the world she's human first, superhero second. Coach White, for her part, played pragmatist. "We need to nip this in the bud," she said, citing the groin's tendency to linger if mishandled. Day-to-day means exactly that. No countdown clocks. Her tone walked the tightrope between cautious optimism and stern realism, while subtly reminding everyone that Indy season is a marathon, not a viral sprint. What happens next? Best case timeline for a grade 1 groin strain is 7 to 10 days of rest, light pool workouts, and progressive cutting drills. That would sideline Clark for tonight, plus Sunday's back-to-back in Chicago. Worst case, if imaging shows micro tears, could bleed into the Fever's daunting 4-game West Coast swing starting July 3rd. Lose her for that stretch, and 8-8 could morph into 8-12 before the All-Star break, putting Indy's playoff dream on life support. On the flip side, a short hiatus might pay dividends. Early April's quad scare forced Clark to strengthen stabilizers, and insiders say her vertical pop looked springier upon return. If this groin tweak leads to recalibrated minutes and a more deliberate ramp-up, we may see a post-injury Clark who's fresher for the late-season push and for the Olympic spotlight that awaits in Paris. Remember, some stars shine brightest after the burnout. So, as the house lights dim and tip-off approaches, tonight's real spectacle isn't just the Fever fighting the sparks, it's every camera angle cutting to Caitlin Clark in warm-ups, every wincing stretch, every high five from the bench, and the collective breath-holding of an entire league that has hitched its wagon to number 22. If you want instant updates the moment Clark's status changes, plus deep dive breakdowns like the one you just watched, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join our courtside community. Drop a comment. How many games can Indy survive without their superstar? We'll pin the sharpest take. Until then, stay hydrated, stay hopeful, and we'll see you in the next video.